Stardate 5589.0. No, wait. Wrong, sir. Oh, yeah. Stardate 5529 and 0.4. After a narrowing chase for the natural fighters, we are approaching the borders of the Hijak System, where the so-called base of these nationalists are. End log.
So, we have just narrowly escaped the Bajoran fighters who have a secret weapon on their hand. Apparently, by using the brain disruptors and some resonant dilithium crystals, they are able to make the crystals explode with quite violent force if they get it in range. Apparently, they were using this on. Apparently, they were using this on freighters headed to Cardassia and rigging them to explode on command. And now, with 6 hours left until we reach the system, you now have a choice. You can either make preparations between now and then and do a couple rolls and get some things out of the way, or you can get some sleep. If you don't get some sleep, if you're gonna be tired the next day, and you will be facing some mechanical benefit or debuffs. Increase +1 complication to all task.
How much do you know to counteract this?
Rectagena will counteract it. Even with using stimulants or even some of the good stuff that Dr. Bog had, you will still have that complication just because, well, your body needs sleep eventually.
Well, what I'd like to do is go ahead and have my staff get sick bay ready for me and basically leave a list of to-do items for them to kind of get things prepped and ready to go. And then I'm going to get some rest. We've been burning it at both ends.
Aren't we all? I feel like the only person who hasn't is our new science officer, because he just got here. And yeah, I think the only two people are Elle and Maddox, because they didn't really do a lot of running around the station as much as we all did.
I could agree with that. Elle and Maddox probably got at least some sleep before the explosive went off at the Consulate.
Okay.
Gosh, that feels like it was weeks ago. Instead, it was actually mere hours ago.
Elle was on a transport to Deep Space Nine.
Yep. So, all right. So, there's some of you who haven't been burning it on both ends, but some of you definitely have. Dr. Bog, if you want to get some. Yep.
Okay, so the exact people I know who would probably be is me, Knight, Daiba, and Bog. My understanding of all the stuff we did.
Okay, so Dr. Bog's going to bed, Knight's going to bed, Calder, or anything you want to do?
First things first, have we figured out a countermeasure for the jammers? Unless we already did the scented idea.
You do have one means. You do have a couple means of keeping them out. You do have the subspace counterwave theory that you can do to basically counteract their subspace jamming and nullify it. Another thing is you basically have it in a force field bunker in the armory. So if that fails, it'll probably blow up and just scorch some hull plating, or scorch some deck plating.
Okay, so
Unless you want to do something else, something a little more or active, or
I mean, we do have a beam jammer with us, so that means we'll figure out a sort of a baffler signal to kind of best out around the crystal, so that way if the jamming does go through, we'll try to, it won't because the baffler waves would interrupt it, if you catch what I'm saying.
Okay, that seems reasonable. Who would you like to work on this?
Thinking this principle's the same as like noise canceling headphones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. I think the two people who I think would be perfect for this is Tariel and Maddox, because this seems a mix of science and engineering.
So what exactly is it that we want us to do?
Modify a beam jammer that we currently have to be a baffler, so that way if they try to send a signal to us, it will not do anything.
I thought we already had a dampening field up.
You have a dampening field using your own deflector dish. Just would be using independent power of the Breen jammer. So if somewhere were to be devious and knock your power out, you would still have that dampening effect in play.
And also, so reason two is give time for your character and Maddox to officially meet.
Hey, we're Starfleet. We're all about redundant systems.
Isn't that the truth? All right. Maldon, you've been up for a little while. Is there anything you would like to prepare before or the great adventure that awaits you in the Hijak system?
Yes. If I could just make my bed real nice, fluff up my pillows right before I put my head down on it, that would be great.
Sounds excellent. All right. As various senior officers catch some sleep, including you, Captain, Doctor's orders.
Looks like I'm stuck on the bridge.
Well, it's gonna be you and Maddox working together, doing stuff.
As indeed, you can meet Commander Maddox in the armory. As Maddox, you've been informed of this kind of idea that the captain has to make a baffled with the existing brain jammer or you have in the fighter in your cargo bay.
New toy to play with.
Yes, so we have 6 hours to get this done. As you you are informed that you can be meeting the new science officer of the ship. And Elle, go ahead and describe yourself. You're in the armory first as Maddox comes in.
So you encounter basically a big bird. Just almost. Yeah. Aurelian. He's got a slight gripe right now because he was hoping to do a level 4 diagnostics on the science systems just to kind of get to know him being on a new ship, and well, he decided to run a automated level 3, which he's not going to learn quite as much from, but because he's going to be doing other things while that runs.
Well, Maddox introduces himself and says that it's an honor to meet you and look forward to working with you.
Oh, nice to meet you too. You ready to get started today?
I'm ready when you are.
Despite having a very tough look, he's very friendly, by the way.
All right, drawing up the... All right, so our first task of the night, kind of swinging hard, but it's going to be Reason Science difficulty 4, complication 2, assisted by the ship's computer science. And this is to represent you coming up with the actual wave formula and the actual schematics to cancel out the frequency needed to detonate the crystals. So you're finding the frequency, and then you're going to invert it and get the anti-frequency. So there's a little bit of math involved in this, but how do you want to do this?
Is there any task that I can do to prepare for it, just to generate a little bit of momentum?
You could do a cursory sensor scan, and just to see what's around your ship.
Do that.
All right, Reason Science difficulty 0, assisted by ship sensor science.
And it's a sensor scan, right?
Yep.
Sensor operations focus.
Absolutely.
I don't like that.
Uh-oh. Do you have any means of re-rolling that, or?
Not with the first thing. With the second one, I would have had an additional D20. That's kind of why I wanted to get it set up for testing a theory. Which, effectively does, because that's still one success, but not going to do me any good till the next task.
Yeah. If you're not going to do anything with that complication, I will just take that as threat.
That works for me.
No, you. All right. As you do have a sensor task set up.
That's still, you said it was a 0 difficulty. That still generates 1 momentum, right?
Yes, 1 momentum. As around you is clear empty space. There's some plasma. There's some plasma trails of ships crossing back and forth. Martha Lot. This is basically a well-treaded road between Bajoran and Cardassia. But no ships in contact range.
All right, can you explain the extended task a little bit again?
This is not an extended task. This is just one task.
Oh, the difficulty 4 one?
Yeah. This is to find out the exact frequency needed to detonate the crystals, and you're trying to find the anti-frequency of that.
Okay. Which is
And
some stuff that I had been working with from the last episode, right?
Yeah, this is the same adventure, so I will allow you to carry that over so you can use testing a theory.
Okay.
So you get one extra dice with that.
So that's one extra dice. Kind of hard to do the normal 1 threat 2 momentum here, so I guess I'll take 1 for the momentum.
So you already have 3 dice, so you're gonna be buying up to 4. That'll be 1 threat, 1 momentum to get to 4 dice. All right.
That'll work.
So you're rolling 4 dice plus the ship.
I'm trying to think of
I'll go for the ship. Give me a sec.
research work for a focus.
Yes, research works as a focus. Are there any other talents that would apply?
Check. Not really.
All right.
Just the testing a theory, which already gets me a bonus D20. So is Maddox assisting and the ship?
Max can assist if he wants, but the ship is definitely assisting.
Okay.
As you're using the ship's computer systems.
So
I'll be glad to help.
All right.
Okay, so computer science for the ship.
Correct. You got this. You're fine. And then Maddox, if you want to roll your assistance. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on difficulty 4. As it takes a little bit, but you finally have the right frequency in mind.
Just like send me my stuff in a package.
All
Yep.
right, so I'll write up a report about it.
Yep, you have
My
the
apologies, those.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was talking to someone else. My bad.
so you have the frequency, and Maddox, you finally have the right frequency to set up. So control, engineering. Probably not that and difficult, but yeah. All right. As Maddox, in order to get this set up, you're going to have a control engineering difficulty 3, complication 2, assisted by the ship's computers engineering.
All right. Use a focus in where the power systems.
More communications systems. Got anything else for me?
Oh, a communication system basically be a starship computer system.
Yeah, that'll work. You're essentially reprogramming the computer of this device. So yeah.
All right, I'll burn 1 momentum for 1 die.
All right.
I would like to re-roll that 0, please.
Absolutely. There we go. And the ship roll. Computers engineering. And L, you can assist as well. L, giving your scientific insight with reason science.
All right.
Reason science, just 1 dice.
Yeah, sorry, I was just in the middle of something.
Excellent. So 4, 5. Gain 2 momentum on that, and you have your backup jamming system in place. After this is probably a good 2-3 hours of work through the night, you got the brain jamming device, which was pulled out of one ship, and now you have it remotely powered up to a backup generator in the armory, set up next to this box of crystals that are within a level 10 force field. But it seems to be humming away at the exact right frequency, and the crystals are not responding to it. So everything's worked out. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Good work, Mr. L.
Thank you.
Excellent. You guys probably take a quick nap or freshen up some Raktajino as the ship soars through space. About an hour in the early hours of the morning, and all senior staff gets a call that you're about an hour out from the system, and everyone can wake up, be refreshed and ready to start this new adventure.
Heading over to the mess hall for some breakfast.
Excellent.
Where is the mess hall on this map?
Up top,
Above,
next to the bridge.
Yeah,
Would
This is
anyone
like the
like
most important place on the ship.
Synthesized protein.
if it gets the job done. Would anyone else like to get some breakfast, or are you going straight to the office?
I'll grab a hot cup of black coffee and head to the office. Make sure my checklist got done.
Does Maddox not get you drinking Raktajino yet?
He probably has tried, but Dr. Bogg is just a black coffee kind of guy.
Doctor, you do get to your sick bay and find that there is one junior crewman and who sprained his elbow in a Jeffries tube overnight, but he seems to be okay.
All right.
Otherwise, everything else is set up.
I'll just check on him, make sure he's doing good.
Mm-hmm. Yep, your staff handle it throughout the night.
L will get a quick breakfast, and then he's gonna do a couple of laps around the holodeck since he's got a full hour.
All right. As Knight's sitting down for breakfast, what are you having today?
I am just having some porridge. Love me some porridge. A little bit of cinnamon in there, some raisins, all the things that are good for you.
Definitely
Excellent
a bread.
choice. And as you're sitting down with your porridge, as Maldon enters the mess hall.
I'm sorry, I missed that. Who enters the mess hall?
Maldon.
I give Maldon a quick nod. Point out that there's a
nod
seat
back.
open next to me.
Sure, I'll take it.
What do you
After,
think
of
about
course, getting some food as
what?
Sorry.
What do you think about that new bird that we have walking around the ship? I gotta say, I have never seen anything like that before.
Well, I mean, I saw plenty of things at the academy, so not too terribly weird to see one on a ship. I mean, you're gonna run into all kinds, so.
It's just, how is that guy not in security, right? Look at the size of him. He is huge. The wingspan alone, it's got to intimidate some people. I really think he made the wrong career choice.
Well, I mean, we haven't gotten to see him in action yet. Whatever he's, you know, I'm sure he does all the science.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, it's going to be fun to see him in action. I can't wait to see. The first time he picks someone up and just flies away with them, I'm just gonna laugh. Just to be
Oh,
clear.
come on. He's not gonna fly off with them. He's gonna fly up really high and then just drop.
Can't wait. Cannot wait for this.
Sounds like we need to do a way mission on a planet.
That would be baller.
Oh, there's some plans, but spoilers.
I am done with my breakfast, and I am gonna go head to the bridge.
Excellent. Captain, and what do you do in the morning?
Wake up, freshen up quickly in the costumes, pull coffee or from the personal replicator in the quarters.
Which one? Because apparently there's votes on which is better, Raktajino or coffee.
Raktajino.
All right, so one for the Raktajino camp.
Fine. I'm kind of neutral about it.
I mean, if you want to be a rebel, you could do a half cut.
What's that? 50-50.
You want me to have a Ilana Torres coffee? Is what you're saying?
Half black coffee, half Raktajino.
That sounds terrible.
Strong enough to melt a spoon in.
I highly doubt the computer would ever let us drink something like that.
Oh, you'd be surprised what the computer can come up with, especially if it's malfunctioning.
Two middle guy latte.
All right, so you just grab your coffee and head to the bridge?
Yes.
All right. Maddox, any last minute things you want to do before you head into the system? You have about an hour left.
Just a standard rundown of engineering and going through crew duty logs and everything that would normally go through.
All right. And make sure I'm going to the right map and everything's set up right. As we enter the system, you guys warp in, and there's a smattering of asteroids just hanging in the middle of the space. There's one major asteroid that seems to be the gravitational focus of it all, but the rest of it is just various debris that it's either picked up or from its lost cousins far ago. Oh, this appears to be used to be a part of a planetary system that was just gravitationally ejected many millennia ago. On top of the big rock in the middle, there is a prefab shelter that's kind of been hastily slapped on top. Very, very crude, very quick build. You could probably build one of these in an hour, but it's airtight and works.
Definitely got the point of a big rock out there.
Yep. Captain, what are your orders?
Ensign, could you scan the shelter for any life forms?
Scanning for life forms.
That is going to be a reason science. You're scanning into a system, difficulty LT1, assisted by the ship's sensor science. And with your advanced sensors, that actually brings us down to difficulty 0.
What is up with these rolls today? All right. At least I'm getting them out of the way.
Yeah, before the combat. And the ship?
Give me a sec.
All right, generate 2. Would you like to use the 2 momentum to quash that complication?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
All right, complication is quashed as there is some weird material in the. There is some weird material. Shift click. There we go. There is some weird material in the asteroid field that is bouncing some sensors off it, but you manage to compensate it for it, and you find that indeed there are life forms in there. However, they are either weak or really deep in the rock. You're unable to determine in the number, anywhere between 30 to 70. 30-70 humanoid life signs.
And you do have a free question.
I'll yield it to the captain.
Do you know the what this material that's jamming us with our free question? If our ensign's okay with that.
Would you like to ask that question? Okay. Actually, let's just do this. It is aluminum and particles within the field. It's actually just straight up scattering your sensor or beam. But now that you're aware that it's there, it'll be easy to work around it.
Okay, I'm gonna ask if this aluminum dust will affect us transporting to there, or will we have to use a shuttle to get in there?
That'll probably be an engineering check. Reason engineering difficulty 1.
Turns to our chief engineer. Maddox?
I'm sorry. My daughter had me distracted. What's up?
Could you say the check again?
Yes. So we need a reason engineering check difficulty 1 to determine if the aluminum particles in this asteroid field is going to interfere with transporters.
I assume I could use a focus and transporters on this.
Absolutely. Gain 1 momentum as yes you can, and cut through the interference. It might take a little longer to lock on and beam someone up, but that's not going to be any mechanical. That's not going to be any mechanical debuff on your end, unless you're trying to get up an emergency.
Yeah, no, that would never happen, or we would need to beam out in an emergency.
No, of course not. If you do want to beam out in an emergency situation, you don't have a solid lock on someone, it will be increased difficulty.
Maybe we down some pattern answers.
That will counteract that.
Is there something that Dr. Bog could inject to everybody that would be suitable, or the computer to lock on better? Sort of take the place of carrying a bulky pattern enhancer? Inject?
Basically, the transporters is initially lock onto your comm badges, because your comm badges are transmitting anyways. If you don't want to carry around a comm badge, or you want on something more discreet, there is a subcutaneous transceiver.
But it won't alleviate the problem like the pattern buffers, is what you're saying.
No, it won't. All right, Captain, what's your orders? Anyone else on the bridge want to make comments?
Let's just shoot our way through this outer hole. Captain, I'm ready to fire photon torpedoes.
Believe that if we do attack them like this, we'd end up turning some of these people into martyrs and strengthening the cause. Better to board and subdue them.
Not to mention, torpedoes would escalate the current situation.
Although they will be extremely effective on a structure like that.
You know what? I will. Well, down to follow a Federation regulations and let's hail the asteroid base.
I did not
right.
see that coming.
Yeah, I'm going to tell them to surrender.
Are you saying that out loud before we actually get on the call with them, or is that just immediately that you're going to go in?
This is before the call.
Captain,
Okay,
if I may, they might be suffering from a plague that we could help alleviate. That would give us perfect reason to board them to come up to go inside.
well, yeah, well, we should still at least hail, so we get to at least know the situation if they are hostile or non-hostile in that way.
Also, I forgot to ask, what's your alert status? Are you red alert, green alert?
Let's go yellow.
All right.
Yellow's the wise.
All hands, yellow alert. All right, and with that, hailing frequencies are open.
Okay, I know how to do this. This is Graham Calder of the USS Svalinn. We have discovered a virus that originated from this systems, and we got medical aid in case you need it.
As out of the asteroid field, dupe and dupe, a very large but kind of clobbered together ship drifts out to meet you. It's actually not at red alert, it's at yellow. You would know this.
Star Destroyer.
Yep.
Okay.
It is vaguely.
I didn't expect that.
It is vaguely triangular shape.
Is it powering up weapons?
Negative. But its shields are up.
Well, yeah, the thing. Our shields are up because of yellow.
As this ship responds onto the hail. Commander Calder, I suppose you're the one who found my operatives on Deep Space Nine.
Yes. Do not worry, they are unharmed. And we have treated the ones who were infected.
And so you're here to sterilize as both the political and the viral infection.
I'm hoping to end this, end the political side of the situation without causing it, without having a conflict.
Conflict is not what I'm looking for. It's revolution.
Captain.
I look at night.
I can lock phases quickly, Captain. Just give me a word.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
You point, I punch. Oh goodness.
Okay, I'm gonna continue.
Now you really sound like Reed from Enterprise.
Okay, I'm going to continue you to talking to him and maybe convince him to stand down or
Actually, it's a her, but
well, her, yeah.
yeah.
But pretty much what I'm gonna. Okay, thinking of a way to do this peacefully on this. We gotta find the right block to pull this up on this Jenga tower.
Well, how do you want to do this? Balls in your court.
Okay, I'm not to say exactly how I'm gonna word it, so I'm just going to explain what I'm going to say. Pretty much say that with the people now part of the Federation and part of the wide variety of the new changes to your well, maybe we should by doing so also start by forgetting about the sins of the past and focusing more on the future.
Ooh, I'll take that. Go ahead and give me a presence command difficulty 2. As you explain and how we should move forward and not backwards.
Okay, Div 2, what's the comp range? 1?
Comp range 1.
Okay, I will spend a threat for a third dice. I'm re-rolling that 1. Well,
Okay.
no, the 0.
Excellent. Oh, that's much better. So
Yeah, I had
difficulty 2.
with my focus of diplomacy.
Oh, and you spent a threat?
Yeah.
I missed that. Okay. As you're doing that, L, yes, you can do a scan and for weakness.
I got it.
If you want to do it secretly, it's going to be increased difficulty.
Okay,
Actually-
that's fine.
Actually, increased complication. And increased complication by 1 for being sneaky, by 2 because of threat. So comp range 3.
Okay. Sensor operations and testing a theory.
That will work.
And then let me spend one momentum for an extra Or no, it would be 2, right?
Yeah, 2
Spend 2 momentum.
to get up to the 4th dice.
Yeah.
All right. And the ship helps with sensor or science.
So that would have decreased the difficulty unless you only added that. Sorry, I got the Svalinn.
Yeah, that would decrease the difficulty, so it's back to base difficulty 2.
No, that mattered. I pretty much killed it.
Yeah, you can start creating advantages after this. So we have 6, 7 out of 2. And you're very lucky that you got under the bar. You managed to scan them without them, scan and for weakness without them noticing. So you have 2 float on the table. What would you like to do with it?
Well, Graham's just gonna get like one of those console-to-console messages with like a complete readout.
Okay. Was there anything special you wanted to do with that readout? Any particular or system that you could find a weakness in?
Weapons.
All right. They have a particular weakness as to weapons. If you target their weapons and get a breach, you can get a devastating breach on that. +1 breaches to target weapon. I English occasionally. All right. As for Calder, she listens to this information and goes, "Oh, so you are trying to drag us to the future when all we want to do is go back to our ancestors, to our history. You are the ones who defy the prophets by making Bajor turn into something that it was never supposed to be."
But the Federation did assist you with turning the orbs with the assistance of the emissary.
Don't you dare take the emissary's name in vain.
I'm not.
How dare you invoke his name?
Oh.
But the Federation did assist you with the return of like 3 to 4 of the orbs. Has been a while since I've seen DS9.
It was a good number of orbs. That's actually a really good point. Go ahead and give me presence command difficulty. Yeah, this is concerning your religion, so difficulty 1.
I'll spend 1 momentum.
Okay. And gain 2 more. You have 1 float on the table.
I'm gonna give myself a advantage with those 2 floats.
All right. What's your advantage? Related to your speech about her religion.
I'm going to explain that because of how the Federation assisted the people with acquiring your orbs. Orbs, we are not enforcing suppression of religious freedom. Well, freedom of religion.
Okay, so kind of the idea of we're bringing you to the future, but honoring your past at the same time. And we have actions to prove that.
Yes.
Excellent. At that, she kind of. You get a tell from her that definitely Isha says she's reconsidering her position. But what about how the Cardassians? What about what they've done unto us? Not 10 years ago, they occupied my planet, and now the Federation is giving them aid and supplies to help them because they chose the wrong side of the Dominion War. Why should they be coddled alongside us when they made their mistakes? And on that point, someone behind her falls down and starts seizing. And he turns around and tells them to get them off the bridge.
Okay, I think I know what we're gonna do next. I think I'm going to say before we continue this these talks. I would like to wait. You want to know? Scratch that. Think what else?
Captain, I'm still ready.
And you have an advantage now because as you have the information on their weapon systems, so you could effectively knock their weapons out in one turn.
I'm still going to see if I could talk the debt down because I'm currently lead 2 for 2, and I have an advantage.
Yeah, he's doing well with avoiding the combat so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if anyone else wants to help out, or if they want to present evidence and that might strengthen the captain's position, or even just make an argument yourself, feel free. Captain's the head of the ship, but the rest of you guys are there to support him.
Yeah, well, I'd imagine you would. Well, if Bug wanted to, he would be up on the bridge, like how Miss
McCoy
was,
or McCoy it was all the time. Yeah, Bug, you can be on the bridge right now.
Okay.
Especially since we're not in active combat.
Well, the one seizing, does that look like, would that be coming from the Kovac? Am I thinking he's suffering from Kovac there?
It was kind of in the background and just for a second. So reason, medicine, actually not reason, insight, medicine, and difficulty 2 to see if you can and put that together. Would you like to buy any additional dice?
Well, bummer. I really didn't think I was going to need to with a 12 and a 5 in the skill. we are rolling terrible tonight, aren't we?
Okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead.
It's
Can
a
I
sign we
quash
should
that
go
with
to war.
two?
Yes.
I was going to give you my determination so you could reroll.
Okay.
Do you want to do that instead, Calder? Instead of the
Let me spend my determination for the reroll for Bog.
Okay. So we're gonna roll that back, still at 5 momentum. And Bog, you now have another point of determination. What value will you call upon?
I'm gonna just the drive to heal and save lives, and I've actually used that one last episode. So does that give me an automatic?
Oh wait, you only had that, so then I wouldn't have to have spent.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
can. You can and spend a milestone if you want to reroll that, or the
Okay,
captain can
I'll-
give you one.
No, I'll spend the milestone reviews. Save the captains for later. This is right where I need to be. So let me.
Excellent. Okay,
Have him
so
say-
just knock down your milestone by I1 as you call upon your experience from last episode to give you some insight this episode, and go ahead and
All right, I'm
reroll
gonna go
those
ahead
two
and
dice.
Yeah. Can I go ahead and spend a momentum now to get a third dice also, or do I have to stick with the original 2 roll?
I will allow it this time. I think that makes sense.
Okay, but
Yeah.
sounds good. All right. Golly, what's wrong?
But you did get it, and you got that momentum back.
Okay.
As yes, that is consistent with the symptoms of late stage Kovac.
Okay. Good enough. I am gonna lean over to the captain and say, Captain, he's suffering from Kovac. I could offer my help. I'd be willing to beam over and help them if they don't have medical staff. But can I tell that if it looks like it's kind of late stage and we kind of need to jump on this kind of thing?
Yeah, that is a late stage symptom.
Okay. They're in the late stages. I really need to get over and help if I can, because I don't know that I can just walk their medical staff through this.
Okay, I'm going to say. Okay, I'm going to tell her that my chief medical officer has asked if he could assist your ship's medical crew with the sickness that has been affecting your crew members.
And how exactly would you go about this, Doctor?
Well, I'll kind of go down the symptoms. Basically, you have crew experiencing basically a pooling of their water in their bodies and an extreme dehydration in areas. And I'll go on to the other symptom that we kind of discussed, which I can't remember at the moment. And say, if you're experiencing those things, I have an inoculation that I can give them and turn this around quickly. I just need to get over there so I can start giving shots.
And you will do this, yes, for us, even if we stand opposed to your Federation?
It's completely up to my captain if he's okay with it, but absolutely. Hoping that this goodwill gesture will maybe strengthen the captain's position to end this peacefully.
She's
Also,
definitely considering it, but it's up to you, Captain.
Yeah, I will say that this I will be my chief medical officer and some vials of the cure, but doing so, I would have to lower my shields in a way to saying, I will be the first to extend in olive branch. Yes, so if we played even much, I'd be making it the first move a piece by lowering my shields.
All right, shields are down.
Dude.
Actually, does anyone else want to say anything about lowering the shields right now?
I would just rumble.
We've got a target lock on them, basically, and we're ready to cut their ship in half. I'd figure if sensors detects them even fart, just slice them in half, but maybe that's not how the system works.
You do definitely have an advantage on them.
Actually, can we send the doctor in a shuttle rather than bringing down the shields?
Excellent idea.
Yeah, that would work. You would still have to bring down the shields for a little bit, but
How
you can
much,
do it in...
how much time is that going to take, though? Because the point is that we need to get him over there real fast because they're experiencing the late phase symptoms.
Well,
That
I
is-
mean, and the same thing with
that
the
is true.
transporters. You can lower the shields momentarily, just enough time for transport. Perfect example when O'Brien beamed over to, what was it? When
Rutledge.
they're chasing the Rutledge. When he beamed over the Rutledge, through the Rutledge's shields, using not even a 20th of a second window to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you can just cycle your shields really quickly to aim someone through. That's totally viable. You could also use a shuttle. Oh, that would leave the Svalinn less exposed, but the shuttle's going to take longer. Just take off, landing. You're talking 15 minutes to get over there.
But do I feel like 15 minutes would be detrimental to them? I mean, they're late stages, but is 15 minutes going to be life or death? Especially to protect the crew of the Svalinn.
It's not gonna be life and death to the guy who's just seizing, but you don't know how many other people are over there, or who are on the fringes of death.
True. I think for the safety of my own crew, though, I'd be willing to do a shuttle versus transporting.
While this is going on, I'm tapping on my console.
Okay, but by doing, yeah, you could take the Ericsson because that has a cargo variant.
Honestly, the transporters are going to be safer than the shuttle. It's not that big of a deal with the shield window. It really isn't.
Okay, all right. Transport me over there. Let's get going. We need to save some lives.
Yeah.
All right. All right. As we transport the doctor
Captain?
over, who's going with the doctor.
Captain, I would like to point out this would be an excellent opportunity for us to just send boarding parties over. We could overwhelm them in no time flat. I've got the teams ready.
Expose us to whatever they got.
Well, we've all been inoculated. I've got everybody. I've made sure that we.
I mean,
everybody
you
got-
have a new guy, but for a guy.
Probably a minimal security would. I mean, we don't need to try to overwhelm them, especially if you got them on friendly terms.
Overwhelming would probably be detrimental to whatever goodwill we're trying to develop.
Okay. How many people can?
You have two transporter rooms, 6 pads each. You can transport a total of 12 people in one burst.
How many transports possible would be taking for the required amount of vaccines.
You could get it. Dr. Bog already has a box of an extra 100 vaccines. That's just like one transporter pad, and to get it over. All right, so
I'm Captain. I'm willing to go over by myself to not jeopardize any more of our crew.
You should take at least one person with you. Minimum.
Captain, I really must.
If they're going to be hostile, why would we bother risking 2 people instead of just 1? I mean,
Captain, I
Jordan
really
LaForge-
must insist that a security detail goes with him.
Jordy LaForge and the Packlets.
I don't remember that episode, so I don't know if that's you're supporting my comment or
He's not.
We are smart.
Oh yeah. Well, again,
Okay.
it's your call, Captain. How many people are going over the doctor? The doctor seems willing to go over by himself.
Okay, I'm going to tell her that I will beam the doctor with a box of the vaccines, but as a form of collateral, I will have one person basically detail for him.
So, one security personnel is going over with the doctor, or are you beaming over one of her security personnels?
I tap on the console to tell Zogar to go get ready at the transporter room.
Okay, maybe. Okay, I was. You know what? I know what I'm saying. Saying, I think I'll ask what would make sure that make sure for the safety of my chief medical officer.
Well, we're not much in a position to fight right now.
Okay.
As you can see, most of my crew has been infected with this disease.
Okay, so I have your word that my chief, my CMO will be unharmed while on your ship.
You have my word, Commander.
Thank you.
If your intentions are to help us, we will allow you to help.
Ella has something to say.
I look at Al.
He'll cite Starfleet away team regulations. Starfleet protocol demands that an open comm channel remains at all times during a medical emergency.
Okay. Yes. That is what we're currently doing, keeping a comm channel up.
So who, the chief of security is L?
No, a knight.
Knight.
How dare you, Bog?
Sorry. And you're insisting on at least one guy go? How many of you decided? How many have we decided?
Well,
I
we
think
have
Knight-
this
If Knight had
home.
his way, he would send a whole battalion with you, but, you know, limited options.
One is fine, but yeah.
But I think the idea of sending you with one security guard was mentioned.
I recommend bringing Daiba. And you know, the empath.
She's very good at spotting things.
Yeah, she is a literal human lie detector.
All right. Dr. Bog, you have point on this away mission. Who else do you want to bring?
I'll probably would like to bring one of my medical folks to help. No, you know what? No, I don't want to risk more because we're not 100% sure about this. It's just going to be me and whatever I'm forced to take by the security. And actually, let me amend that. Forced to take by the captain.
All right, final answer, Captain.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Okay, so what's being sent with me?
You're
Daiba, and
the crate of vaccines and any other medical supplies as you require.
Yeah, I'll have a full medical. Grab everything I need. But so just one security officer?
Just the
Yeah,
one security
and-
officer.
Yeah, the one you've been with the most Daiba.
I'm gonna just once we're headed down, get ready to leave. I'm just gonna say, Captain, I don't have time to worry about these other two crewmen, so they need to take care of themselves. I'm gonna turn to Lieutenant Knight. I'm gonna say, you see these pips here? It's your commander. You better make sure your guy stays out of my way.
And Knight was worried about the bird.
Well, I mean, with you being the away party leader, she's under you in a way.
Knight, did you have a response to that?
I think you'll find, Doctor, that if combat happens down there, you will be glad that you have the assistance. I would rather Zogor go, but Daiba will do.
Lieutenant, if combat happens over there, we're outnumbered significantly, and I doubt your two people are going to help save us. But we'll see.
Do not underestimate Starfleet training, Doctor.
Son, I've been around Starfleet training longer than you've been no, we'll just leave it at that. I've been around a long time, son. And I'll go ahead and leave off that.
All right. New scene. As the Doctor and Daiba meet in the transport room, and the ships align their air shields down. And the shields are back up as Bog and Daiba are on the BSS Junkrat. Very low ceilings. It's very rusty, cobbled together, but functional.
Does anybody greet us in the transporter room?
Yes, one person, Bajoran and male, still kind of holding his side, and it's like, so you're here to Dr. Peace?
I'm here to help. Take me to your worst cases first, please. Get to all of you.
Very well.
How many are on the ship currently?
Upwards of 500.
Oh,
This is a big ship.
We do not have enough vaccines.
I mean, the
For
ship probably.
everyone.
Well, I mean, the ship probably does have replicators. So
The ship
you-
does
but
have.
I'd rather keep that coming off our replicators than theirs. When I hear that, I'm gonna well, my comms open. I'm gonna say, Svalinn from Dr. Bog.
Yes, Doctor.
We're gonna need a significantly larger amount of vaccine. I'm gonna need at least another 400 doses replicated. You could have my staff start working on that, and I'll give the file name that it's under. So it should be under file number COVID or Covix, Kovatch.
And now we're demonetized. No.
And the basically the password for the file, so they can start opening it up. Start working on that.
Yes, I will say okay, and we'll start transporting every batch of 100.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Doctor, go ahead and give me a presence medicine difficulty 2, and Captain, you can assist to see how well the medical staff aboard this Svalinn and can get those extra doses ready.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend momentum for a third dice.
All right.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. So that was difficulty E2. So
We have enough to
5,
make
6.
an advantage.
You have 1 float, so you spend 2 momentum to get an advantage.
I want to spend 2 momentum to get an advantage.
What would that?
The advantage is that my notes are so awesome that it only takes them a quarter of the time to get the 400 doses done.
Very well. The notes are so well put together that the doses will come in quadruple time.
Yeah, the good thing that the replicators all they had your care preloaded.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna ask this crewman to take me to their infirmary where their worst cases are.
Yep, and he leads you down the corridor, and up a staircase, and then up a ladder, actually, and then across the deck. As you're going through, you're hearing that sick, dry cough off everywhere, or there's that rusty smell of ozone just permeating the air.
Am I noticing any of this mold on the walls?
Hmm?
Well, no, it wouldn't be because it's an oxygen atmosphere, so it could. Never mind.
Yeah, it's oxygen and atmosphere in here. Yeah, you're not noticing any like biological contaminant on the hull plating.
Okay.
But the lights are flickering, and there's actually one part where the gravity drops suddenly as you step on this deck plate. The gravity drops a good 50%, and you kind of get whoa, light-headed. But then the next step is okay. And it seems like the ship is as sick as the crew, just from them not being able to maintain it. But
Fantastic.
then you turn a corner and you don't see the sickbay itself, but you see the hallway leading up to the sickbay, and there's bio beds lining the hallways, as there's probably 50 to 60 people just on beds right now, fighting for their lives.
Okay, so I'm going to turn to. I'm sorry. So,
Va, Daiba Va.
Va.
Yep.
Say, okay, this is what I need you to do. I mean, it's a aerosolized injector, so it shouldn't be difficult to give her a quick instruction on the dose and to help me start down the line and injecting.
Yeah, she has basic medical training. She can handle a hypo.
Yep. Hypo should be super easy.
Okay, he starts going down the line and hypoing people.
I'll kind of watch her for the first couple, make sure she's got it, and then.
Actually, go ahead and give me a presence medicine difficulty 1, just to see how good of a teacher you are.
Okay. Emergency medicine help me as a focus here?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Especially in emergency, sometimes you have to
Oh wow.
deputize someone.
A terrible teacher. Now might be a good time to spend something, I think. I have a medal that I might be able to spend. Or I can burn a...
You could burn a milestone or a determination.
Can I... Okay, so I burned a milestone, so I still have access to my determination, right?
Correct.
Okay, the drive to heal and save lives, and I'm going to go ahead and use that to...
That will work.
Be this way. Okay.
There we go. That worked. We're now up to 6 momentum. As there was a little bit of a hiccup. He got a decimal in the wrong place, which is a common mistake, but often a fatal mistake. So, you managed to get that figured out.
Okay.
And she's starting to hypo people. Down the line, and you see Harried. You think she's Bajoran, based on the earring, but her face is covered with a biofilter mask. And he walks up to you. Hello?
Hello? I'm Dr. Bog.
Yeah, I'm Dr. What was her name? Good notes, people. Good notes.
I'm Dr. What's her name?
Doctor Who. I'm Doctor Who.
Nope, we're not doing that.
Just the doctor.
I'm Dr. Jen Follow.
Jen Follow.
Can you tell me what's going on with these people?
Yes, it's a disease that we've discovered and come up with a solution for. If you'd like, I can have the Svalinn transmit some of the relevant medical data to you so you can review it. And I'll kind of explain the inoculation and what it's doing for each patient. And I'll say, let's go ahead and get you inoculated here, and then you can help the treatment of the crew. So,
he takes the tricorder out and is actually scanning the medicine and just scrutinizing it.
Yep. Oh, please do. I understand.
And after a few moments, and he finds out that I'm assuming this is real and you're not pulling a switcheroo on me.
If you'll scan me, you can tell that I've been injected with it. The antibodies are still in my, or the antibiotic is still in my bloodstream.
She does that, and after a good 2 minutes of scrutinizing it, and Deba just holding a hypo in hand over this patient, just looking between the two of you, she takes the hypo spray and sprays and injects herself.
Okay. Am I?
Okay.
Are you all right, Doctor? If you to proceed, I don't want to. I'm here to help. I don't want to. Not here for conflict.
Yeah, I suppose I trust you. Not much else we could do right now. I think the prophets, it's you are here. I'm not sure how much longer I could have kept even these people alive. We've already lost some.
I believe it's pretty fast acting as it sets in. So I'll hand him some of the hypos, and we'll, like I say, keep moving through Sirius. And while we're doing that, I'll say, Doctor, I would recommend that we set up a sort of a triage and kind of give them a set of symptoms. The next ones that we should inoculate are these, and then these, and then lastly this group. And make sure you can rotate your through so that you don't have to leave any stations unmanned.
Okay. Task roll. To get that set up. Yeah, that seems fair. Presence medicine difficulty 2, complication 2, because he's technically not in your command structure.
Okay.
But this is to just explain the procedures and explain what to look for in a triage and where to set that up. Would you like to buy any extra dice?
Yes, I'm gonna buy 1 extra dice. And let's see. Just seeing if any of my talents might. Combat medic. Characters' abilities in field medicine and battle triage are exceptional, and their presence inspires allies to continue any fight. When the character attempts first aid tasks, okay, that's something.
Let's see specifically what the first aid task is. I think that's a specific thing in the medicine. Yeah, that's within the medicine thing.
Okay, I'll just spend the extra.
Okay.
Third die.
Oof.
Can we squishy that anyway?
You can squishy that. As there's a little bit of a mix up in terms. She calls it one thing, you called it another, and there was a little bit of a back and forth on defining what term you're thinking of, but you managed to get that through. You do gain a momentum off that.
Situation where I put a lot of symptoms on her quick, and just a transposition of which one serious in some cases.
Yep.
Sense.
Yeah, but you finally managed to train her on what to look for, and then she'll train her staff, and then you can continue on with your work. And this is just like the 70 people in the hallway. You don't even know what's going on in the sick bay or throughout the rest of the ship. So this is probably going to be a long slog for you.
Okay, that's fine. Ready.
Meanwhile, back on the ship.
Captain, I really must insist we stop helping these people. They are our enemies. They have indicated and told us as such. Why do we continue to help them?
You must understand that these are still these people are still part of the Federation, and we shouldn't quash these people with force.
L, with a little sense of humor, will turn around, look at Knight, pull out his tricorder, take a quick scan of Knight with a science tricorder, and be like, "You're suffering from a sensor malfunction."
I think you'll find, Captain, that they would not consider themselves members of the Federation. And I checked the sensors in front of me.
Yeah, and I'll also throwing in these people will have to make peace with the Cardassian sooner or later. It's almost like they have the mindset of almost waiting a entire generation to even do so.
Knight, did you want to do an actual sensor scan on that?
No. I was just
Okay.
playing into the joke that I was dumb. But- I'm not going to look happy about this decision.
Just have have faith, and besides, when they if they do go aggressive, if probably in near times, we will give them a can of whoop ass.
Can I do another scan for weakness roll?
I mean, it's just still active on.
It's still active until the tactical officer takes a turn, and it doesn't stack. Although you could just do a general sensor sweep and kind of see what's in the area.
Yep, better
That
to yeah. So we for the case we don't get intercepted.
Well, wait. So it doesn't stack regarding the weapon system, but could I scan for weakness on another system?
No.
Negative. If
We-
the scan for weakness is only lasts for once, it only stacks once for one ship.
Okay.
Yeah, just treat it as a one buff attack, like True Strike, but actually useful.
Ouch! That's shade.
It's the worst spell in 5e.
It really is.
So what do you need for a just a more generic sensor scan? Just reason science?
Reason science difficulty 0. Assisted by ship sensor science.
I got the ship.
Actually, hold on. There's that's my testing of theory dice.
Yep, that's cool. And then the ship. Oh no!
Well, good thing he gained 2 extra. Well, thing momentum so we quashed that.
So that up 1.
Yep. So we're quashing that immediately as
I'm just saying, guys, we could just not quash it, think the ship's about to attack us, and go to war. Just saying, guys, out of character.
just out of character. All right, as
Are you part Klingon?
Just giving security options.
hey, good timing for this, cause out of the field, 4 fighters.
Okay, I'm going to calm the the ship over there.
Too late. Hey, they're firing. Yeah, they interrupt after you jump in and they're firing.
So are they ambushing us?
Yep, they're ambushing.
Okay.
I think it's more like they pretty much see the equivalent of a standoff, and then they're like, no, we shall intercept to get the upper hand, kind of thing.
All right. These guys have a big disadvantage because reasons. So. Yeah, they just jump right in, and.
Holy shit.
Oh god, he actually hit something.
Yep. Yeah, brace for impact on this. Oof. Those are
sponge all that damage.
Those are phasers. I'm gonna spend no, come on, spend threat for piercing.
So that's 1 damage.
No threat. You have to cancel out your resistance because piercing. Because as 1 threat, it cancels out 2 resistance.
Oh, okay.
So that's 4 damage is to your shields.
Okay.
As this is fighter trace attack you. Now you can get your comm transmission off, and we are in combat.
Okay, I will try and tell my crew to break through the comms and tell her fighters to call off their forces.
Yeah, you already have comms open, and Vale Ida is just as surprised as you are. What? Where did they go? Where did they come from? What? In order to talk to her presence command difficulty E2 to somewhat order her to stand down.
Can I finally use my advantage to decrease the difficulty?
I will allow that. Difficulty 1.
Okay, I will spend 1 threat.
All right.
For 3rd dice and activate bold.
Deal 1, 2. Oof. As you blow that out of the water, that's 4 momentum generated. You have 2 float. As she's like, I told everyone to stand down. I don't know what's going on with these guys.
Okay, I would like to use one of those floats to say you want could I spend 1 or both to guess a reason why this could be a possibility of shadow government insider stuff?
I'll take that for 1 momentum. It's not shadow government and stuff. It's just simply these guys have gone rogue even from her. They are attacking without her authority or her knowledge. They just decided, screw this, as we're going out kicking. And this is their kick.
Okay, I will. Because I have keep the initiative. Well, I look over at Knight and say, subdue those fighters, don't kill.
I take my hand off of the fire torpedoes button and move it to the phasers.
All right. Which one would you like to hit? I should probably put dots on these. Red. Fighter red, fighter blue, fighter green, and fighter or yellow. Which one? Fighter red's the one that fired on you.
Red looks like it's the closest, right? So it's actually easier to hit. Is that what that's going to be?
It's actually within close range, so it's outside of the optimal range for phasers, so it's harder to hit. Plus, these are small craft; they're already +1 hit, so that'll be difficulty 4 to hit the red fighter. Green and blue are within optimal range, so that'll be difficulty 3.
Before he fires, scan for weakness roll, burn 1 momentum, testing a theory.
That would have to be your turn, and
Right.
I'd rather attack now than stack buffs while getting mosh pit by fighters.
So is there some-
sorry.
Yeah. So I'm going to attack then. I'm going to go for the green one. Let's do green.
okay, attack on green. Difficult. Control security difficulty 3, assisted by ships, weapons.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you I'm going to give you a threat, and I'm going to spend 2 of that momentum to add 2 dice.
Okay. Difficulty 3.
And I have shipboard tactical systems, so I'm going to use that as a focus.
Yep.
And let's roll. Oh my god. What would that complication be if I let it roll?
That's for you to find out.
I thought the GM tells you first.
Don't you have bolt security? Oh, that's actually not a comp.
Yes.
That's actually not a complication because you. Yeah, your complication range is up. This complication range is standard.
All right.
That dice.
Okay.
That dice is an 18, not a 20.
But I'll re-roll that. I'll re-roll that one then, I guess. My bad. So, because
Okay.
you're right. Yeah, because I have bolt security. Sweet, even better. Love it. Okay, great.
But
3 was
that
enough
is a
to
hit.
though, right?
That is a hit. Roll that phaser damage.
I haven't got the ship open. If someone has the ship open, they're more than welcome to hit it.
Yes. And then remember what I said. Subdue.
Yes, because of that, these will be disabling shots, not.
Yeah.
What's
So
the
that
ship rolling?
It only
Just damage.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, you forgot to roll the ship dice. The
Yeah,
ship
so
helps with
secure-
weapon security. So, yeah, because we could have extra momentum on this.
And we don't.
Or not. Everyone's rolling it. Still all zeros though.
Still
We both
zeros.
roll 17 bog.
That's just insane. I think
Yeah, let me try.
So can I?
roll 20 is cheating tonight.
So
Alright.
is that enough? Basing that numbers, I'm guessing that should be enough damage to disable it, right? That's what 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that?
9 minus 2, 7. So that is. Yep. So you did more than 5 damage, and you brought the shields down to 0. Oh, this one is out of the game, but adrift, but salvageable.
Is there a way for me to like take another shot? Isn't it like increase the difficulty or something?
Yeah, that is going to be 2 momentum to do a swift action.
Two momentum to a swift action, and it would be Oh, goodness, that's the same aim for all of them. Okay. 2 momentum for our swift action, and it will be increased difficulty 1. Another option, which we should have called this before, is you have 2 versatile momentum to use, and you can call area or spread. And you could do actually none of them are in range for area.
Really not red and, well, maybe for the next shot for red and blue.
Yeah, if you want to do an area on red and blue, you could get both those at the same time. But
yeah,
first things first, 2 momentum to keep the initiative.
Yep.
Well, you mean swift action, so you could actually do the second attack. Because if you do, because if you do the second attack, I'll give you my termination for a fleet crit.
Okay.
All right. So 2 momentum to keep, or swift.
Yep. And then I will spend another momentum and give you 2 threat.
Okay.
Wait,
And
do-
is
do
my
we
complication
ha-
raised to 1? Sorry, go on.
Difficulty
think
is
we also
increased by
have-
1.
I
So the
think,
complication range goes up by 1. Sorry, go on.
yeah, I think
No.
we also have to spend one more momentum to activate Squid.
No. Oh, phasers come with 2 momentum floating on it that you
really?
use
Okay.
specifically for or spread and damage. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Give me 1 second. I'll draw this attack up. It's difficulty 4 now to hit those. Complication standard.
Yeah, and he has a determination can spend from me as a treat of a +2. Well, a dice with +2. So pretty much all he'd have to. He doesn't have to spend the 1 momentum for the
Okay.
first.
Keep. Okay. Well, I'm still going to roll 4 dice because that's what I do.
And I
Because
keep my
yours is the 5th,
termination.
right? So there we go.
Yeah, mine.
All right, here it comes. Oof. I'm going to use bolt then to re-roll that complete fail.
All right. Nice.
Much better.
So that is 8 total plus the ship, weapon security.
Wowzers.
Wow. So that is 10 on difficulty 4. So you have 6 momentum. As you fill your momentum to pull back up, you have 2 float on the table, and you're doing spread attack, or area attack. So go ahead and roll that damage. And let me remember how spread works.
Is that so? I'm just pressing the button next to weapon phaser array, right?
Yep, weapons phaser array. And also you lose 2 power because you did 2 phaser shots.
Okay, do I need to update it or are you doing that? I've updated it to 9. Alright, so
Area, I think.
8.
All right, that is 8 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 effects. All objects. Okay, that's good. All targets within close range. Okay, so that is 8 damage minus 2, 6 damage to blue. That explodes.
I'm also
Or actually, no,
disabled?
it's disabled. Yeah, you are specifically going for disabled shots.
you know, I'm not overly fussed. But I'm also going to roll a challenge dice because I keep forgetting to do that for untapped potential, right? Because I've been
Yes.
buying stuff with momentum threat.
Yep, go ahead.
Sweet, glad I did that.
You
right.
do have 2 float on the table. You have 6 dice, but you can't keep the initiative again. But would you like to create an advantage?
Yeah, let's spend that 2 to create an advantage on the yellow one. Some sort of targeted advantage on it.
Okay,
Actually,
targeting.
yes. Well, can so I? Yeah, okay. No, that's fine. I can't use it to like remodulate shields or anything, right? That's
No,
an
that'll
action,
be
isn't it?
that would be a full action. But
Yeah. Let's just create an advantage on yellow then.
All right,
For whatever
create
the
advantage.
next action is.
Create advantage to easier to hit yellow. All right.
Are they easier to hit us? Easier to hit him or harder to hit us? Your choice.
Can I do one of each? How much momentum do I need to use? 2 for both? For
You
just one
need
thing?
to use 2 for both, so you could spend another 2 to get an advantage to make it harder for them to hit you.
Yeah,
Let's just
do
make it
that.
harder for them to hit us.
Also,
Let's keep the 6 for whatever's coming next.
is
Okay.
there any sort of flying that I can do here that would help as well, or?
Yeah, you could do either attack pattern or evasive action.
Can I take a turn?
First it's their turn.
Yeah.
As this guy, dum. He's actually gonna do an evasive action himself. Which, if I scroll down to the bottom,
I have an idea.
I like ideas.
Maldon. Counteract his evasive with attack pattern.
Wait, where's my? Come on, Bajoran sheet. Thank you. All right. Diff 2, diff 1. I'm gonna spend a dice or spend a threat. 3, because I really want to do this. Then structure con. Actually, you might have a chance at this. Barely.
3 zeros.
Goodness.
Welcome
the
to our
sh-
world, GM.
But the ship pulls through.
Wow.
But the ship pulls through and it is taking an evasive maneuver and improve impulse drive. I can spend and 1 increase the difficulty and that by 2.
Okay, I will.
2 momentum. Okay, so I'll spend and 2 to increase that. So it's now plus 2 difficulty to hit this guy.
Okay, I will order Maldon to do. To do attack pattern alpha.
Attack pattern. All right. You're not gonna be using your direct on this because you've already done it.
Yeah, I'm just like not
Yeah.
really doing the do.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna do the. I don't think there will be next 10 because we're probably gonna bring our Zarkar to attack.
There's Maldon. Rips. All right. Maldon, you're gonna be doing a daring con. Difficulty 2. I'm gonna be rude. Difficulty 3. Assisted by weapons. Con. All right, and all of that will make a course making easier to target the enemy on a success until the end of Maldon's next turn. All attacks made by the ship are -1 difficulty.
So 43. Just right quick, because I still don't quite have everything down yet. Augmented ability, control, and all fingers and thumbs. Control doesn't apply. Never mind. But all fingers and thumbs.
All fingers of thumb give you a bonus momentum M on top of this.
Okay.
Yeah, so that means if you only get the base success, you will get an extra momentum.
Okay.
Do you want to spend any dice?
Yes, absolutely.
You have 6 momentum. You have 6 momentum and an infinite number of threat, technically.
I'm gonna spend some of both.
All right. First dice is 1, second dice is 2, third dice is 3.
Can the Svalinn assist with this also?
The Svalinn is assisting with weapons con.
Yeah, I'll only have the pool ready. Well, the goal ready.
All right. I think we're good here.
How much? All right. How much of each are you spending though?
I wanted 1 threat, and actually, I messed that up. I don't know if you just take away one of the successes or if I just re-roll. I just wanted one from threat and 1 from momentum. Extra
okay, so
dice,
1
that is.
1 threat and then 2 momentum. So you're rolling a total of 4 dice.
I only meant to roll 4. Yeah. So
I'll
just
just
re-roll
the first
there.
4.
Okay.
All right, and I need to do this. All right, as 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you managed to get it?
Who left the hologram of Kenny Loggins still on? Whatever he hit danger zone.
Danger zone. All right, and with fingers, thumbs, you do have 1 float available. As you definitely touch the controls on the Svalinn. This is really your first time doing this kind of stuff, but you're able to. This is the first time you've gotten in this close and personal with this Svalin's this impulse drive. She's a beast. When she wants to move, she'll move. You do have 1 float, and with advanced engines, advanced impulse engines, whenever you make a impulse attack pattern, you may spend 2 momentum to increase the difficulty of all attacks against you.
Okay, so what's the total difficulty for us to hit it?
As of now. Oh, and you can also move one square. So would you like to move closer, I'm assuming?
Would we still be in up? Yeah, we'd still be in range if we move closer.
Yep, you're still be in optimal range.
Okay.
Right now, the difficulty to hit is base 2 +1 for small craft, +1 and for our impulse, and +1 for our evasive maneuver, -1 because of the advantage knight I made, -1 because of the attack pattern. So your base difficulty is 3.
Okay, so let's spend 4 to make that a difficulty 1 and do the last 2 for that engine ability.
Okay.
That
1, 2. Oh yeah, because you can spend extra to bring the difficulty down even further.
well, the 2 to make it difficulty 1 And
Okay.
the other two to make it harder to hit us with that engine ability.
All right. So you're down to a difficulty 1. Hit this small craft as you just barrel in on top of it. But because of the advanced engines, you're able to rock and roll in such a way that it's now harder to hit you.
And because of my ability to, for the first down, I'll keep the initiatives as 0 momentum. Bog,
You may do that.
Bog, would you like to activate Zogar?
Activate Zogar. That's security person.
Yeah, the our dinosaur.
Okay. Oh, that's the one. Okay. Do you have something you're wanting him to do specifically? I guess.
Yes, I would like him to do the finishing subduing shot at this guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, I want to take a turn.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry.
Somebody. I mean, I don't care to let somebody else roll this.
Well, unless you want to go, Tariel.
Yeah, I mean, I've had plenty of time to roll dice tonight already.
I apologize because usually
We maneuver, so isn't it the fighter's turn first?
Oh no, I have a ability that allows me to. I have an ability that allows me to. Well, for the first round, I'll keep the initiative cost.
Okay, so
Actually,
we kept the initiative. Is what you're telling me.
Yes, as we
okay.
kept an initiative.
All right, cool. So, value. Threw out the handbook and wrote my own.
Wait. Yeah, I had the. Would you mind using your turn to activate Zargar, or so I could do one more shot at this guy?
I was going to take a shot at him, actually.
Oh, okay, yeah, because we do have the 2.
Yeah, you do have the 2 security consoles. If L wants to move over to the security console, that's viable.
Well, I was going to try it for the science console. I know it's. No. The move would be a minor action, right?
Yeah, move minor action into the second and security console.
And that would avoid one on the difficulty. Yeah, I could do that.
Yep.
All right. I'm still going to.
As you stand up and get your stand at the second security console.
Yeah, I'm still going to use the value just because it's kind of shifting out of my department. So, and use the determination. So throughout my handbook, wrote my own, left the science console, went to the extra tactical console.
All right, sounds good. There's your roll.
But and then one threat, 2 momentum. Or 2 extra dice. And 2 momentum.
And 2 momentum. Got it.
So it's rolling 4 dice and already have an automatic 2 successes.
Yes. Plus the ship. Computer, work with me here.
8 successes would I count.
8 successes on difficulty 1 as you just raffle stomp this thing. And roll the damage. Would you like to spend 1 versatile to reroll?
How many floaters do we have?
You have 2 float, plus 2 more from phasers.
Okay, so yeah, reroll those 4 blanks.
Yep. And we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And I recommend we use the other float to get a piercing 1. Oh no, it's only gone. Okay.
Yep.
We can still burn a momentum for it, right?
Well, I mean, we.
Got 6.
I know, but it's pretty much insulted to injury because we already got him.
Yep,
Okay.
you already got him.
Oh, all right.
You do have the 2 oil float here. What would you like to use with it?
Wait, I have an idea.
I like ideas.
With how swift that we taking these ships out, Maddox was already prepping for prepping the transporter to safely get them out of the damaged fighters.
Okay. So an advantage is to transport the fighters out? The fighter pilots?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless they want to transport it out. Unless this ship does.
This ship is non-combatant. It's not in a position to be fighting. It shouldn't have been fighting in the first place.
Well, I meant more like if they want to take in the fighter pilots.
Yeah, they're not in position to do that.
Why don't we just beam the fighter pilots aboard?
Yeah, well, that's the plan. Let's do that.
Okay. Believe it's enemy's turn. There's no combatant. Wait, I'm overshooting. As I spent some threat, and there's 2 more fighters on the deck.
Saw that coming.
This one's just going to impulse in. Yeah, that one's gonna hang back. This one's just gonna impulse into extreme range with you. And that's enemy's turn. We have Maddox and Bog left.
Would I even be aware of what's happening? I mean, I'm busy treating.
You're busy
Okay,
trading,
wow.
but you as a player, you could take up another character and help out.
Okay, well, I'll take Zogar, and, who's left? Yeah, Maddox?
You and Maddox are the last 2.
Yeah, Maddox probably should try to do some mojo on our ship, get, pimp our ride a bit, maybe, first, before I roll, say.
Let's see if Maddox could fix the 4 damage to her shields.
A regen shields roll.
Absolutely.
Okay, it's the ship task roll. We are looking at control, engineering, difficulty 1. Yeah. Complication standard, assisted by structure and engineering.
Oh yeah, we still got the plus the -3 difficulty on attacks.
Yeah, as you are in a attack pattern.
All right, I'll use transporters and replicators focus.
It's more power management, but sure. All right.
Oh yeah, never mind. I'm sorry, I lost my mind for a minute.
Yeah, different system. Shields are not like 0, so. All right. And then the ship roll, structure engineering. Waiting on the ship.
What's that? Something engineering?
Structure engineering.
Someone's better.
Yep. All right, so that was the +1. Oh, now all the rolls come in. All right. As you have 3 float, so you regain 2 shields automatically, +2 for each momentum spent. So 1 more momentum, and you can regain all 4 shields.
Shields restored, Captain.
And you have 2 float. You could use that for a keep, or you already have a keep. Unless Maddox wants us to use it for a swift task.
It's up to Maddox because our power is currently at 9 out of 11. So
Swift tax, you can try to generate some more power.
Or take a shot.
I mean,
there's no more security consoles left.
You don't want Maddox taking a shot anyway. I'd be more effective trying to beam the entire ship into cargo bay or something.
Try it.
If
Well,
you want
I
to do
mean-
that's totally an option. That'd be hilarious.
It would be hilarious.
wouldn't it be dangerous to have a moving fighter in our cargo bay?
That would be some complication range, but not impossible.
It would be dangerous to have a hostile moving fighter in our cargo bay.
But just
Yes.
beam their crew off.
Impossible. They have their shields up.
Yeah. So go that power management.
Not impossible. Extremely hard.
No. Oh, beaming through shields is impossible unless you have advantage.
So, can we create an advantage?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and try to restore some power.
All right. Daring or control, engineering difficulty 2, and actually the ship doesn't help.
I'll use 1 momentum for a 3rd time.
All right. Difficulty 2, so you gain 1.
And I could re-roll my 0.
If you wish to do so, you certainly can. Extra momentum. All right. So you instantly gain 1 power plus 1 power for each momentum.
So we use the floating momentum for the full restore power then.
All right.
Let's go crazy and spend all 3.
You could overcharge.
Oh, what the heck? Let's drop 2 more in it.
All right. You're currently at 13 out of 12 power.
Power restored, Captain.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief.
All right. As everyone has gone, Now, I have one more, and I have a couple more turns to do. So this fighter already did a base. This guy's gonna come in. It's one turn, and now, let's do evasives again. That was fun. Evasives is on. I still have plenty of colored dots left. Purple and pink. This is for purple. I believe that makes it. I should know these rules better. Yes, that does make it. And this is for pink. Pink does not make it. It tries to do an invasive action, but it can't quite pull it off. And to do. All right. Top of the round. Everyone resets.
Okay, I know how to move and also keep our attack pattern. I would like to direct Maldon to. You know what? Wait. Does a pink count as in range?
No, you would have to move at least one square to get in range. They're at long range.
So our ship can phases still shoot in long range?
They can, it's just increased difficulty. Increased by 1.
So Knight, do you want to finish those two off? Because we still got attack patterns.
Sure. Why not? I don't see why I wouldn't want to kill them. Sorry, disable them, Captain. Okay, so I'm going to spend a couple of momentum. I'm not going to give you any threat this time. I'm going to spend 3 of that 4 momentum to give me back up to 4 dice.
1.
Complication range is at 2, is it?
Let me check. So you're firing at pink?
That's right.
All right. So
Yeah.
we have base 2, +1 for out of range, +1 for small craft, and you have attack patterns. 1, 2, 3. So that is difficulty 1 to hit.
Yes. So
Alright.
you don't really need to spend
you're right.
momentum to hit.
I'll put that 2 back then, and I'll just keep it at 3 dice.
All right. Gain a momentum.
And we gain that dice back.
As that is a successful hit. Roll that beautiful damage dice.
Sorry. Yeah, I just need to bring up the ship again. I also need to roll my challenge dice for untapped potential.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives us 1.
That gives us the threat.
Right.
Okay, and that was 1 power requirement. 1 power down for the phaser shot.
Hey, with that
1, 2,
you want to roll the 1s and 2s.
We're currently at 13. Has anyone already updated that?
1, 2, 3,
We'll be
4,
at 12.
6.
Got updated to 12. Done.
All right, as pink is disabled with a flurry of shots.
Am I spending 2 momentum to do Swift Strike on purple?
You could do that with the versatile.
Yep, you didn't use the versatile, so you can use the versatile dice.
Okay.
All right, use the
Sounds good.
versatile. You can get a second shot off.
Yeah, so if I spend 1 momentum again, I get to move it up to 3 dice. And this is a difficulty 1 or difficulty 0?
Let me check. So +1 for swift task, +1 for small craft, base 2. So 4 minus attack pattern. So difficulty 1.
So I'm rolling ship. I'll roll ship then. Sweet. Let's and as I spend a momentum, this is mine. Alright, cool. So that's extra momentum. Is that what
one
that
extra
was?
momentum, so you have 1 float. And go ahead and roll that damage.
Only 1 float. It's 4 is what I hit with. Oh, because it boosts us up all the way? My bad, I missed that. Alright.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is enough. As you have a slew of damaged fighters around you.
Okay, I'll tell Maddox to begin transporting the fighter pilots into our brig.
All right, Maddox, you can and certainly do that. There's no time requirement, so you can just do that at your leisure.
Control engineering, right?
Yeah. Let's control engineering. Yeah, kind of a lot of fighters out there.
There were 6 fighters
Make it
altogether.
scrapyard.
Yeah, difficulty 4. You beam all of them up. There's kind of a lot of people out there.
I'll burn 3 momentum for 2 extra die.
All right.
I will assist with my duet because I never really had a chance to do so, and you'll have assistance from the ship, which will make that difficulty 3 because of the sensors.
Yep, difficulty 3. All right, so 1, 2, so 5, 6, 3 momentum, back up to full, as you're able to beam all of them out.
Transport complete, Captain.
And you
good
want
work.
these guys in the guest quarters, you know, the fancy diplomatic suites, or
We should put them
let-
in the security diplomatic suites.
Yes, the security diplomatic suites. I was just about to suggest that.
security diplomatic suites it is. As you have 10 more people in
AKA
your
the
brig.
brig.
Yep. Dabova is still on with you. Ew, I have no intention of attacking you. These guys have gone rogue on me.
Okay, then you won't mind that we bring the rogue dissidents to the Bajoran authorities, unless you want to deal with them yourself.
I'm in no position to deal with them myself. I suppose leaving them in your authority would be best.
GM, during the time between our talk and the fight, I think I could kind of figure out an answer for her Cardassian question.
What is the answer?
I think I'll go in for my answer is that throwing in you shouldn't be throw in the fact that there are that before the major defect of the Cardassian fleets, they were members of the Cardassians who did lose families, loved ones, and from the Dominion pretty much saying you I don't you quick pause. I'm gonna say GM. Don't you hate it when they're like, you know what? Yeah, I have something I'm gonna say. Second, you're about to say it. Pop. God.
I think I think what you're trying to get at is that the Cardassians also lost people in the war, and they were also betrayed by the Dominion, and that kind of just because as the Dominion did bad things doesn't mean that just because the Cardassians did bad things doesn't mean the Cardassians aren't hurting, and it is our duty to help them. Is that kind of where you're going?
Yeah, and also so in the old thing is you don't have to be friends, and but you shouldn't be enemies to them, if you get what I'm saying.
Okay. To kind of summarize is all that diplomatic talk, go ahead and give me a presence command. You telling me to be friends with the Cardassians? How dare you? This is probably gonna be difficulty 3, complication 4. There's kind of a lot riding on this. And actually, you know what? Let's make that difficulty 4. I'll spend some. I'll spend some threat on that.
We've suspended your threat account for the evening.
No.
Just about.
Okay, so
see if we can get them to use all of it.
I will be. God, I don't know if I should do the +2 or save it for the legal in case of comp. You know what? I will do. I will do the. I'll spend a determination to. Yeah, I'm going to spend a determination, and on the value on better to deal with a problem now than later.
I think there's another value that will work better.
By failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail.
No, that's not the one I'm thinking.
No one likes a bully.
No one likes a bully. That one. I will allow that to fire.
Okay, I'm going to spend 2 threat for a 3rd dice.
All right.
and as many momentum for the fifth dice. No, fourth dice. I forgot.
All right, so 2 threat for third.
3 momentum.
3 momentum for the fourth. So you're rolling 4 dice, and you've used your entire pool.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to reroll that 1 0.
2 zeros.
You can only reroll one at a time.
Okay, and I'll use the 2 float to quash that.
Oh, right. Oh, wait, 2 float. Yep. Because
Yeah,
you
the
have...
2 from the 2 successes.
Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you still have 3 momentum, 2 float to quash it. As you were really on the knife's edge as they're just mentioning that the Cardassians and were hurt, and therefore we shouldn't punish them, because she's like, yeah, they're hurt, but not enough. We need to hurt them more.
Yeah.
But you finally got you finally got through to her.
Yeah, and also so throwing in it'll just be an endless cycle to get this unrealistic balance. Because when they'll get more hit, they'll do the same, and vice versa. And just causing an endless cycle for multiple generations.
Very, very well, Commander. I hereby surrender myself and my senior officers to your custody. I officially stand down. And with that, she actually...
Just trying to show.
Yep. Through your actions here in helping my crew and in saving us as best as you can, perhaps as being a member of the Federation wouldn't be so detrimental to our way of life, and perhaps even in learning to not be friends but be allies as with our former oppressors is the way forward. Meanwhile, 2 more fighters come up, but they are not in an attack position. They appear out of the asteroid field, and oops, wrong one. Not warp exit. There we go. As both shuttles jump out of the system, one heading directly for Bajor, one heading directly for Cardassia.
Okay, with that, I'm going to see if I could hail DS9 and see if they could intercept a fighter going towards Bajor.
You cannot. Those fighters have activated their jamming devices.
Okay, I have a plan. we'll have the Svalinn chase one, and we'll have the Slifnia chase the other.
All right, that sounds exciting. Who's going on the Slipnir?
I recommend Maldor, and he should take Zogar. Maldorn.
Maldon.
Okay, Maldon.
There we go.
We're getting there.
Closer and closer. We're honing in on it.
And Zogar. All right. As Captain gives you the orders, Maldon, you are to report to the shuttle bay and take the Delta Flyer out.
Let's go.
Captain? Captain, question. Are we going to take off, leaving crew members aboard the other ship?
Vale Ida. Bajoran naming conventions. Vale Ida looks at the screen, says, "As go, they're carrying the plague. Hey, they're gonna viral bomb the planets."
Oh God, yeah, yeah, maximum warp. I don't care if the warp core starts glowing. We have to prevent virus bombs.
All right. It takes about. I'm assuming Maldon, you're just running through the corridors now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You're booking it to the shuttle bay. The Slipnir is already warmed up, ready and to go. You jump into the seat. Zorgar rumbling in behind you, kind of squishes in his seat, but he's in. Gives you a nod, and you are clear to take off.
Skip the launch, Peters.
Skip the launch. We're going hot. All right, and for this, first with the Svalinn, which direction are you going? Cardassia or Bajor?
You know what? Let's do a coin. Which direction is Cardassia?
Yeah, we should go for Cardassia.
Yeah, Cardassia is north, Bajor south.
We should go for Cardassia.
Galactic north, Galactic south.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Yeah. We'll go.
It's the wrong music.
Svalinn will go Bajor, while Svalinn goes to Cardassia.
Excellent. Svalinn goes as Cardassia. As the Slipnir air goes. And Dr. Bog, you're kind of given a appraisal of the situation that, hey, just, hang on tight. We got a situation out here. But you're like, elbow deep in sick and injured right now. So you take that as you will. All right, first things first, on the Svalinn, heading to Cardassia. You're trying to catch up with this shuttle really quickly. I need you to determine how much power are you spending to warp jump after them.
6 power.
6 power down. Go ahead and spend that.
And we gain back 2, so we only spent 4.
Excellent.
Ships updated.
How hard would it be to actually get a message through to Deep Space Nine?
Huh? Impossible right now. as the Svalinn jumps into subspace. You're screaming FTL velocities after this tiny fighter, full, probably with the viral load unprecedented. You're getting in closer and closer and closer.
That's what I
But there's but with a slight burst of speed, they start gaining distance away from you. Ew, what do you do?
Pour
Out of
more
range.
power in. Pour more power in. Let's do 4 more and yeah, 4 more. 4 more powers.
4 more powers.
And let's have Maddox who goes to gain more power.
Good idea.
All right. Go ahead and do the warp core or roll again.
So we only spent 3.
Yep. And Maddox, you can get 1 power regeneration roll in as the warp core is humming and is alive with light. You are pushing the engines as hard as you can.
I will burn 1 momentum for a third time.
All right.
Can I assist with the direct?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yes, I will allow the direct to go through. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and base difficulty is. Wait, that's the wrong screen. Base difficulty is 2, so plus 2 momentum.
Two.
Yep. So you instantly gain 2. You can spend momentum, 1 momentum for 2 more power. Or each. Oh, no, wait. 1. Okay, so you gain 1 power, and then it's 1 momentum for 1 power each.
Oh yeah, quick thing. Can we spend 1 more Goku as a support to have Leaf on the Delta Flyer?
Yeah, we can allow that.
Okay.
Leaf's on the Delta Flyer. You did regenerate 1 power. Did you want to spend momentum to generate any extra?
Let's spend 2 momentum. So
a total of 3 more power generated.
So that means we're back up to 8.
Yep, that sounds good for my math. As with a surge of extra power, or you finally manage to get within and weapons or tractor range. Captain, what's your orders?
Fire the tractor beam.
I get to do something.
Yes, you're welcome.
Tractor beam. Where?
It's actually a security skill. Oh well.
Yep, tractor beam is security.
Well, I'm gonna have to talk to so I can still try it.
Well, we still have Night 2.
Sure.
No, yeah, go for it. Why don't you do the tractor beam? If it fails, then I'll torpedo it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's any time to use torpedoes, I think this would be it. Goodness.
Yeah.
Work with me already. As I have sheets all over the place.
Control and security, right?
I am drawing it up now. Control, security, base difficulty 2. You are at warp. That's fine. Structure and security. That is your tractor beam roll.
I think we can manage that. Let's give you 1 threat and spend the 2 momentum.
Oh yeah, I forgot to Google my 1 challenge dice for my veteran.
Yep. 1 threat, 2 momentum.
I get it back.
Sweet. All right. That's your task roll. Plus the ship.
I got the
Well
ship.
worth it.
Any more? 2 momentum.
Yes, 1. Yeah.
As the tractor beam lashes out, the blue beam catches the fighter and drags it to a halt. It is now at your its position is at your command.
Just drag it back to DS9.
You know what? A part of me wants to make sure that whatever the virus that is being used on won't be used. So, somatics. Beam the pilot in, but swap him with a photon torpedo. So instead of Bajorans sitting on the seat, it's torpedoes. Because I want that ship to not exist, but I still want to take prisoners.
That can certainly be allowed. Sensors. And that's with the decrease in difficulty of the ship sensors.
You got this, Maddox?
Yes, sir. I'll take 1 momentum for 1 extra die.
All right. And the ship.
Sensor engineering.
Yep. 3 momentum generated as you have taken and the 2 people, prisoners. I'm assuming they're going to the executive suite.
Yeah, the executive security suites.
Good. Separate from the others, because these guys are horribly ill.
That and they were literally gonna gas a planet.
Yeah, they're about ready to commit war crimes. So, and there's 2 photon torpedoes sitting in the pilot seats.
Now arm the torpedoes.
Oh, so you're gonna scuttle that ship?
That's what he planned on.
Yeah, I'm scuttling that fighter.
Lieutenant Knight, if you would do the honors.
What am I doing? Just a straight damage roll?
Huh? No, just pushing the red button.
Oh. I would love to.
Never push the red button.
Yeah, this is not even a roll, so.
Yeah, but we can do it to generate 2 momentum. Or try to, at least.
Yeah, just
I'm
flavor
good with an
text.
easy one for once.
Push the button.
Button is pushed as the fighter explodes into atoms.
Okay, I'm now going to, as fast as I can, hail DS9.
Nice. Now that that shuttle is out of the way, you can hail DS9. There's still a bit of far. That's English. A bit away, but now the jamming signal is gone.
Who's gonna do it?
Communications, engineering. There we go. Control engineering, difficulty 2. Ew, assisted by communications engineering.
You got this, Maddox.
Time. One momentum for one extra dub.
Absolutely.
I'd like to re-roll that 0.
Go ahead.
Lots of those tonight.
1, 2, 3. So that is 3 momentum generated. Channel open, Captain.
This is Svalinn to DS9. I have a priority communique.
This is Commander Kira. Go ahead. What's up, Svalinn?
Prep the find there is a fighter that is carrying a viral weapon on course to Bajor.
Understood. Give me coordinates. We'll meet you halfway.
I'll give them the coordinates of the start point.
Yep. So, they can draw an intercept course.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll also tell them I have a Delta flyer on in course, and we'll attempt to begin our pursuit now.
All right. As very well. DS9 and out as Kira cuts the comm and runs to ready to Defiant. Svalinn and flips 180. He turns around and starts tearing across subspace back towards the Slipnir.
I'm spending 7 power on this one.
Oh, go ahead.
Maddox, get to work.
Okay, so we get back 1, 2, 3, 4 power.
Yep. So you should be at total of 5. Meanwhile, on the Slipnir, Maldon, you are at the helm, chasing across subspace, trying to get this fighter before it does something very, very stupid.
Correct.
How much power will you use to intercept?
I will also say this: whenever you spend power, you roll a number of challenge dice equal to the power, and with every chevron, with every effect you roll, you gain a point of power back.
All right.
More power.
I don't really have a whole lot of experience with the ship combat and such in the game quite yet. So I see I have 7 power.
You have 7 power available to intercept someone, and you have to meet or exceed however much power they spent. So it's like 1 power per warp factor, and you want to exceed their warp factor. With the with the improved warp or drive, you have the ability to roll all challenge dice for each power, and you might not spend it, so you have a little bit of power left. In order to there's a lot of systems that require power. Phasers require power, regenerating shields, and a tractor beam costs 1 power.
Okay.
So running it down to 0, probably not advised.
Right.
You want it, I can handle some of the ship rolls for him.
Yep.
Also, don't you have leaf 50 power regen? So you find if you only spend all but one.
So it would be a totally reasonable thing to spend 6 right here. Try and catch him.
Yes.
Okay.
And so
Yeah, do
does
that
that
then.
mean roll 6 challenge die afterwards?
All right. As you put 6 power into the warp engines, as the Sleipnir air takes off into subspace, and you finally get them in visual range. You're closing on them, and with a burst of speed, they're pulling farther and farther away.
Okay, so the Sleipnir gained 3 powers for that challenge goal.
As the fire pilot sacrificed some systems
you don't
to
have
in warp drive.
to click settings to change it.
Yeah, you can change the. You can edit the sheet.
Yeah, you could change the
It's over here.
you don't have to change the settings.
Oh, I see it right there.
Yep.
So you spent 3, but you spent 6, but you gain back 3.
So we're at 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and spend another 2.
Another 2 power.
Well, let's first have Leap do a engineering check to gain power, so we get to see if we can spend more.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Bog, would you like to roll Leaf, or would someone else from the Svalinn like to roll him?
I'm willing to capitulate that to somebody else. I've got quite a bit of rolling tonight, so
I'll go. I'll go with a Leaf.
All right.
Okay, so Leaf will spend 1 threat and 2 momentum for 2 more dice.
All right. And for power generation, the ship does not help. And this is...
You know what? 3 more momentum for that 5th dice.
just going all in?
Yes, we are preventing war crimes.
All right. Control or daring engineering?
Yeesh.
Okay, so that is 3 successes.
Okay.
If I call, it's 1. We gain back +1 power, and we could spend additional momentum.
We don't
Okay.
have a moment.
You gain 1.
Oh, okay.
At
Yep,
5.
it's difficulty 2.
So let's spend 1. Well, that one on the power.
All right. So with this roll, you gain 2 more power out of Leaf's power regeneration.
Let's go ahead and bump the power spendage.
Wait,
for
question.
warp up.
Was the momentum worth 2 or worth 1 in itself?
It's worth 1.
It's worth 1. Okay, so we're at 6.
Yep. There's other things that make it more effective, but
Let's go ahead and do a expenditure of another 4 power.
another
up with them.
another 4 power.
2.
Get him. Go get him, man.
Get him. Just to make this more interesting.
It's never good when GM says
GM's almost out of threat.
I'm almost out of threat. Yeah, that seems right. And that. As you're flying at the bleeding edge of the, yeah, you're pushing the envelope on what a Delta Flyer can do. So, Control Con, difficulty 4, assisted by Engines Con.
Can I give him my determination?
You need to be in communication with him.
Are we because of the 8 power spend?
Not yet. You're still, because you went opposite directions and now you're coming back. It's gonna take a little bit for you to catch up with them.
Okay.
Ooh. So we don't have any momentum right now, then, eh?
No.
Hey.
Ooh.
Wait, you still got your own determination. I forgot about that. So pretty much a determination is like straight up the equivalent of you spending a momentum, but that extra dice is a critical success.
Okay.
And it is okay to give the GM threat. It's not the end of the world.
Oh yeah. I know.
I know, but
how much? It's like, I mean, can I only give him 1 threat per, or can I just dump, if I really wanted to, I could dump like 3 threat on him and get 3 extra dice.
You could dump 6 threat on me if you wanted to.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that.
You can use the determination, get the 2 free successes. You need 2 more. Spending 1 threat to get an extra dice, roll 3 dice. You have a pretty good, at least a relatively decent chance of getting the 2 additional successes out of 3 dice.
Especially with a ship roll as well.
Okay, I'll go ahead and use the determination.
All right, on what value? As you call upon the value to push yourself through this critical moment.
I'm gonna go ahead and use Eager to Please here.
Who are you trying to please?
The captain. He will be so pleased if I stop this ship dead in its tracks.
I will accept that.
He ain't lying.
He ain't lying.
It worked.
All right. I already got the threat span, so go ahead and roll 3 dice, and we'll just add 2 to that total.
Sorry, no help from the ship.
No help from the ship. Ship helps.
No, I already rolled it. That was the problem.
Oh, okay.
He's saying his roll was bad enough. He got no help from the ship.
Now that I see that. Okay.
That's kind of our total kick in the butt this night is freaking zeros all over the place.
Yeah. You do manage to get that roll, but there's a complication on the table. I'm gonna say you are pushing the engine so hard that. Where's that button? Any button.
Right. Quick question: do any of these allow me a reroll? Bold Con, augmented ability control.
Bold Con will allow you to reroll because you spent a threat. And then with augmented edge. And with augmented control, you have +1 to that anyways. So go ahead.
No, wait, yeah, that second 0 is actually because he actually goes to 17, so that's just the normal 0, so still go the
Oh yeah, it is a 17.
Okay, so you can go ahead and re-roll that if you would like.
Do I need?
Does Bold doesn't that give him an extra D20?
Nope. Yes, but that's already accounted for.
Yeah, Bold.
It gives him...
No, he spent threat for the extra dice.
Yeah, Bold is when you spend threat for an extra dice, you may re-roll. if you're using
Oh,
a specific skill, a
got it.
specific discipline. So you can re-roll that 0 and try to fish for or extra momentum.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and fish for the momentum.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 2 momentum. As you are finally within range, you are within weapons range of the fighter.
Yeah, 2 power. 2 power.
Okay.
So, question. Should we fire the phases or the photonic missiles?
Photonic missiles. What?
Yeah,
You mean the photon torpedoes?
So
no.
my monkey brain says blow it up with the torpedo, but my eager to please brain says use the phasers. Because, I mean, he'd be happy if I stopped them, but he'd be even happier if he'd be happy if I just stopped the threat, but he'd be even happier if I took the guys in line.
What does calibration do?
Calibration means you have to spend a minor to
You have to spend a minor to prepare it. So you have to spend your minor action and to set it up.
Well, but what advantage does that give when you do that?
Nothing. It's just a requirement to even use the weapon.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
like,
complicated and difficult. So you have to spend a minor action setting it up, and then you can fire it.
got it.
Yeah,
And
it's
long-range
like-
weapon.
yeah, it's like the equivalent for like setting up a missile launcher and firing it. Kind of, so phases. Okay, so we'll phase it.
How many challenge dice does this crap get on the phaser banks? Because it says 0 on the sheet. I know that ain't right.
Phases always get
It's automatically it's automatically calculated. It's scale plus security.
Scale plus security.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maldon, what's your orders? You're in charge of this tugboat.
Fire the phaser.
Firing phasers. All right. Control.
People hitting the settings key a lot.
Control security.
I was about to try to check the scale. That's the only reason why I was going there.
You can check the scale on the front.
Yeah, it's to get near the galaxy image.
Oh, okay, I see it. So,
2. Hit this fighter. Control security difficulty 2. Assisted by weapon security. Oh wait.
Okay.
I forgot 1. Plus 1 because it's a small craft.
But our ship is also a small craft, so doesn't that counteract it?
No, it's just harder. It's harder to hit a small craft on principle, even if you are also a small craft.
Okay, so Zaga's gonna spend 2 momentum and 1 threat for 4 dice.
All right.
I'm not getting anything on the ship rolls.
It's a shuttle, you know. There's only so much you can do for it.
There you go.
I think that'll do it.
Woof. These are phasers, so you have 2 float. Oh, and you can use that to do special things if you would like
Okay,
resistance.
Let's do how much piercing would we need to take this boy out?
It's scale 2. It's scale 2, so it has 2 resistance.
Okay, we'll do.
Target his engine, slow him down.
Yeah, we'll do that, and we'll do a float.
1, 2, 3,
One of the
4.
extra successes. Wait, how many momentum do we have floating?
Oh, I didn't actually give you that. So
Yeah, because we
2,
rolled.
3.
It was 2, wasn't
Yeah, it's 3. Okay, so you have 3 momentum. So 1 from versatile into piercing, and then 1 from versatile into, and then the rest of the extra damage.
5, right? Should have gotten 5. 3 from the extra successes, and 2 from
Versatile.
versatile 2, right?
Yeah. But the versatile 2 doesn't quite go in your pool. It's just float.
Right.
Wait, I gotta double check if the damage is correct on the Svalinn.
It's just
security. Security plus scale.
Yeah, it's 4 dice.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so it's taking the piercing and +1.
Okay, piercing +1. That'll do 5 damage. That's 1 breach. Shields are still up.
Okay, 2 momentum to do swift attack.
Okay. Swift attack. Same roll. Oh, +1, so difficulty 4.
Okay.
Wait. Why are you?
Okay, and then your power went down by 1 for the phaser attack.
Got it.
You know what?
You have 1 shot left.
1 power.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Do the missiles cost power?
Missiles do not cost power, just like photon torpedoes.
The other option is take the last shot and take out his engines.
I feel. Do we know how far are we from Bajor?
At this point, yeah, it's gonna take 6 hours for the Defiant to intercept.
Oh, so long ways from Bajor.
Okay, so how long till we reach Bajor is what I'm asking.
Huh? At current velocity, 6 hours. If you're worried about splashback, yeah, you're not even in the system yet.
No, I'm just worrying about
how immediate the threat is of them actually getting through with it.
Yeah.
You could generate with the swift task and just keep maintain pace with them for right now.
Yeah, we should actually, instead of doing the 2 momentum to keep the initiative, to have Leaf to do another engineering check.
Okay, we could do that. Instead of a swift task, we're doing a Leaf as a... And power regen, I'm assuming?
Yes. He has, EPS system troubleshooting, so that means 1. You want to let's do 1 threat, 2 momentum for 4 dice.
Okay, and this is difficulty 2. Wait, 1 momentum, 2 threat?
Yeah. No, wait, the other way around, I meant.
Okay.
What's the ship roll for the power regen?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, so the Svalinn has gained 1 plus 2, so 3 power.
Slipnir has gained 3 power. And
do we want to put that momentum for the extra?
Yeah, you do have 1 momentum left. Do you want to dump down into the power as well?
Yeah.
All right. Plus 4 momentum. It is now the fighter's turn. as where was I? They are going to regen their shields. +1 assisted by structure engineering.
Good, that's less power they have to spend on warp speed.
Yeah, they've already taxed their warp speed. So I'll just roll blind. They hit it, so +1. And they're gonna dump. And then shields, it is +2 per threat. So no, +2 per power. Yeah. So their shields are back up to full. It is now the player's turn. And actually, all your turns reset because as you have, yeah. So Maldon and Zogler could go again.
Great.
Do you want to do a attack pattern so we could do?
Yeah, let's do it.
You don't need it.
Well, it's to make a difficulty 1.
Oof. Also, is that going to cost power to do that?
It costs 1 power.
Hmm.
Why? Just shoot them and hit the engines.
Oh yes, oh yeah, I forgot. They only need to take 1 more breach to actually go down.
Yeah, they already have 1 breach.
Okay,
I'm trying to prevent another one.
Yeah, so I'm going.
Take the shot.
Can you do? Wait, I got an idea. If the GM would allow it.
Go ahead.
Maldon to do a normal con check to gain some momentum.
Which con check? Just diff 0 impulse.
Yeah, well, whatever would help us get extra momentum to do our last shot.
I have a suggestion. Remember the movie Top Gun when they put the fighter upside down over the hostile? Pull that off. There's a con check for you.
Well, wouldn't that would work if the Defiant would be not 6 hours away?
But no, just make the flip over right next to the fighter, scare the shit out of them.
I think this cheat sheet is wrong. Let me, because I thought that cost power too.
What, a maneuver?
No, maneuver does not cost power. All right, so you can do a control con difficulty 0 to close your range with them.
But that doesn't get any assistance from the ship, though.
Yes, it does. Engine con.
Yeah,
Does it?
and yeah.
Yep.
And also with the yeah.
How do I set difficulty 0? Is it just a 1?
No, you just roll 2 dice, Ice, but you don't have to get any. You don't have to
Gotcha.
hit any specific successes.
Okay, so we gain
con
3
what?
momentum.
Con what?
Engines con for the ship.
Oh.
Yeah, shuttles aren't totally helpful. They're kind of limited in what they can do, but you did generate 3 momentum. As the fighter is going to take a turn and try to regen some power. And does not manage to do that. Player's turn.
Okay, so
Here's a wild suggestion. Can we broadcast some sort of energy dampening field that just basically drains both ships?
We don't have any science people to do
Probably
that.
not from a shuttlecraft.
Not from a shuttlecraft.
And besides, okay, so
Although-
will fire.
Although you could do a momentum spin on a phaser strike to drain some power.
Okay, I have, and I.
We just need to take out. We need to take out their engines first, right?
Well, all we need.
Power, he loses warp completely.
Okay, I have a question. Can
Wouldn't
I?
that be the same with the engines? We take out his engines, he loses warp completely.
Okay, I'm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Calder, what's your plan?
Can I aim?
That's not a thing. Not in space.
Okay, so I'm going to.
You can target a system, though.
That does +1 the difficulty unless it was on the Svalinn.
You could sub-target if you would like.
I would like. I mean, no matter what, the next breach will take it out.
Yep, pretty much. So there's no reason to sub-target, so just go for broke.
Okay, I'm going to spend all of the momentum.
Are you
And-
firing?
Yes.
All right. All the momentum. And Zogger's roll.
Yes.
Just hit it.
1 versatility, we roll those 2.
Okay. Oof. See 3 damage on the board.
Piercing, extra damage.
Okay. One float into you piercing, 1 momentum into extra damage. 4 damage. Shields are still up. No breach.
So we should have 3 power now, right?
Correct.
I forgot to dump power. Dang it. I'm dumb.
That's fine.
I should have dumped power into that phaser.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
No, I'll be nice. Go ahead and dump power, airing it. How much power are you dumping in?
How much power does the Lithnier?
It's got 3.
So let's dump
3
2
after
power
the shot.
into this.
All right. Actually, I think that's the max because.
Yeah. So.
And then for each
more.
power you dump in, two more, so you're rolling 4 more challenge dice.
Okay.
That's enough for a breach. As the ship gets shot in the engines, it tumbles and rolls into space. Ace, and the Slipnir slides to its top just as the Svalinn catches up. And
I open comm to the Slipnir. Svalinn to Slipnir.
Maldon speaking.
Communications are open.
Did you get him?
We got him.
Good job.
Yes. Good job. We return to the Svalinn while we pick up the last 2 prisoners.
Aye, sir. RTB.
All right.
Same thing, trade out for the torpedo.
Yes. Maddox, would you like to do the honors? once again, and the knight pushing the big red explosion button.
This is the absolutely would love to.
Yep. No rolls on this, but very satisfying explosion.
Yeah. I mean, we gotta give you something to, explode because you were kind of on the edge to blow stuff up.
And
You got 3 threat left to spend.
oh, I'm good. No, get in there. As a couple days later, Dr. Bog, you've managed to heal everyone on the ship. There were a couple of tough losses, just cases that were too far gone, but you managed to save upwards of 95% of the remaining crew.
Fantastic.
And the not antigen, the vaccine is now fully distributed among the population, and everyone knows that this site is a potential biohazard and needs to be taken care of appropriately. Dr. Bog, how would you like to take care of the original environment of this virus? Do you wish to preserve it some way, flag it, egg it in a certain manner, or would you just want to vaporize it?
I'm thinking we need to eradicate it. That's what you do with viruses. You try to eradicate them so they can't bother anybody anymore. So, not gonna set up a petting zoo for it. Let's eradicate it.
So put a couple quantum torpedoes in the asteroid and vaporize it.
Yes.
That could totally be arranged with a glorious quantum explosion. The asteroid is fully vaporized, and all traces of the virus is slowly but surely scrubbed out of the ship. The Junkrat is towed to Deep Space Nine and Bajoran space, and Vale Ida does surrender herself fully to Bajoran are in custody, along with all of her crew and all of the friends that you've picked up along the way. And now we cut into everyone in their dress whites as oh wait, he's under guest stars. As everyone gathers around on the consulate, where finally Ambassador Asteroid alongside the Federation ambassador and First Minister Shakar are giving grandiose speeches and general pressing of the flesh. Ambassador Ralph says, there are those among us who fear faces like mine, and there are those among my kind who reject other faces. But I'm hoping that with the opening of this consulate, we can face the future together as allies, instead of looking back in hatred. That we can open a new course and open dialogue between our two kinds. And with that, there's a cutting of the ribbon and great celebration as as little flutes of champagne are passed out among the participants. And the crew has a moment to reflect on what has happened. This is your cue.
Well, I think this was a fine fist mission back at the Alpha/Beta quadrant.
A toast to may the fastest ship win.
Obviously, it's the Svalinn.
And the shuttle.
Oh, that's no shuttle. That's a Slipnir.
It's a Delta Flyer.
Okay.
A little Delta Flyer Mark II, to be exact.
I'd say that some of the pilots and engineering might have a bit of a hand in making it go fast too.
Obviously. Indeed. And let's also so to do a toast towards Bog for him discovering and curing a virus in less than a day.
Here, here.
And mass producing the vaccine.
Sometimes sun will shine on the butt of a dog. Got lucky.
And
Don't cut yourself short.
I mean, I
You're a
have to
smart
say,
guy.
Captain, I didn't think this was all going to work out. I thought you were wrong. I thought we should have taken more action when the time was there. But I am happy that you have shown me that I was wrong.
It's fine. There's still a few people. There's probably a good number of people in this generation still trying to acclimatize from the Dominion War.
Because I know a lot of people lost love during that and the Cold War before it.
Now what are we going to do with all the crystals?
Have them studied at probably one of the star bases, because our ship isn't really made for research, if you understand.
Science officer's like, oh man,
I
play with
mean,
my rocks.
I mean, if you wanted to like keep one or two and turn the rest into a star base, I wouldn't blame you.
I mean, if he does, I will not be mad at it, because if he's like, can I go for it?
You know, just to apply a value to this conversation, science, that's my specialty.
Yeah,
Nice.
gotta give you stuff so you have some recreational work that's also work, if you could catch what I'm saying.
Just make sure you're doing that one in a force field contained bay.
I mean,
So you're offering up sick bay. Wonderful.
I mean, we do have the baffler, so all he has to do is just flip it on.
So what if the baffler interferes with experiments?
Unless he wants to find more ways to arm it, then then don't find alternative ways to make explosions.
Alternative ways to generate more power.
Okay, that's fine. I think we should continue on these celebrations at Quarks is saying that we have the rest of the day off as I pull up a Latinum bar.
In fact, Quark is funding and catering in this event, and he actually comes up to you, Captain.
What
And-
funding?
Okay, he's not funding. He's not funding it. He's catering it.
Yes.
He's
getting
offering it to
paid.
sell.
Yeah.
He's getting paid to cater this. Captain. So, congratulations on discovering this whole dissonant plot.
Apologies that we didn't have time to check your contact, but you could keep the strips.
Well, the good news is I still have that meeting set up for you. If you would like to follow through. This isn't his only client.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Say
Hint,
no
hint,
more,
nudge,
say no more.
nudge.
It's on next mission.
I mean, our next mission. Should I say the next mission or just wait till we fade to black?
Wait till we fade to black.
Okay, yeah, you
But
know
it's-
what?
But you know, it's a possible lead. Otherwise, I could tell him off.
Coin flip. One I do, two I don't.
Go ahead. 2 you don't.
I think I'll say there's the possibility I might be off on another duty soon, so I'll give this lead to Commander Kier.
Very well. Well, I did appreciate doing business with you. And with that, the senior staff heads into Quark's bar for a night of relaxing, drinks, and camaraderie.
And holosuite.
Possible holosuites.
Yeah, going to the 24-hour hall suite. I think got his name, Dean, whatever.
Yes. I forgot. I need to brush up on my DS9. But the crew, flushed with their first victory for some, and many more victories for others.
I do have one question.
One moment.
Is Morn still there?
Morn is still there. But we end with the crew drinking and laughing and sharing stories old as new as the next adventure waits for them. Next time on Star Trek Svalinn.